Eagles have won the Super Bowl, which is great. You probably saw the Instagram post a few days ago when I was out on York Road and you heard fireworks. So that was fun. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP instead of Patrick Mahomes, feels great. And Kellen Moore, he did not take the Eagles offensive coach position and instead is going to New Orleans to take a head coach position. Other than that, everyone is pretty much staying in Philadelphia. Vic Fangio will be staying. Jalen Hurts should be staying. Saquon should stay. And then, I mean, I think everything. I think we're pretty in a good spot with Baltimore. They went. I mean, they went to Washington. It was excellent. So I'm really liking the Eagles fans. Shout out to you, Eagles fans. You guys are great. Keep it up next season. So, like I said, everyone is pretty much staying in Philly, and I would be shocked if really anyone left because I wouldn't want to leave a Super Bowl contender team, especially next year when they could go back to back. I really think that they can go back to back. So, my comparison with Jalen Hurts and Nick Foles. Who do you think is better? I honestly think Jalen Hurts is better. Sorry, Nick Foles, but Nick Foles was a legend for the Philly special, but Jalen Hurts, he's already in his 20s and he already won one championship. He's already been in two Super Bowls. He's young, and I think he's gonna have a lot more Super Bowls to come by. Nick Foles, I think he's only been in one, and that was the Super Bowl that he won, which was a very legendary game. I still remember that. So I think that Nick Foles, yes, he's a Philly legend. I like him, and I really respect him as a quarterback. But I still think Jalen Hurts is better because he's a young quarterback out of Alabama and Oklahoma. He's really doing great. So I think that if he stays, which I think he signed like a 7-year deal like last year, something like that, I think he would be a perfect quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles and our franchise. The D line, like I said, is doing it. They're just doing excellent. Vic Fangio is in command of it all, and Vic Fangio is doing great. So I think with the Philadelphia Eagles, they're your world champions. And I have a Super Bowl LIX flag down in my basement, also called the man cave, because I'm a big Super Bowl fan because it's a big tradition, but the Eagles, when they're in it, it's an even bigger tradition. It means a lot to me, especially because they really weren't making the playoffs before. So I think if they can make the playoffs again next year, which seems very, very likely, they could do a three-peat just like the Chiefs because they have a young quarterback. Jalen Hurts, like I said a lot, he's been doing great. Patrick Mahomes sounds like Kermit the Frog. Yes, he's young, he's annoying, but it's whatever. I mean, I think we have a better D line than the Chiefs. The Chiefs just couldn't stop us, and I think that we were very, very. I just think our defense also was very excellent. Our offense was it. I mean, it was never before like we were playing really good in the Super Bowl. It was like a blowout. Like we were doing great. So very excellent for your Philadelphia Eagles 2024 Super Bowl 59 champions. Hopefully, we see them in Super Bowl 60 next year. LX. Uh, I have no idea. I don't think they have a place for it, but really hope that their fans will go to that place no matter where it is because Eagles fans are excellent. And like I said before, they're just passionate. Some people say we're rude. We're from Philly. We don't care. So, yeah, because we're from Philly, we don't care. That's basically the message I'm sending out to the Philly haters right now. We're a passionate fan base, and I think we're excellent. We cheer for our players, but I think that the Eagles have a great, great, great potential to go ahead and repeat this year, next year, and maybe the year after that. And then that's probably when it's going to come to an end. And then they're not going to rebuild because they're going to have an excellent quarterback. So we have an excellent quarterback like Jalen Hurts. We have a good quarterback roster. Tanner McKee, Kenny Pickett's at quarterback too. So I think he's also young, so I think he's also got potential. Tanner McKee, I think, also has potential. He plays really, really good for the Eagles. I saw some of the highlights that he had, and it's really good.